What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and a Spring Forward Era Hero Spotlight. Today we're going to take a look at the crazy lazy EV2. We all know I kind of like the lazier DPS builds that don't require spamming a bunch of abilities, and you know, I'm just lazy enough where I really like the left-click only spammers. And of course we all know I've got some serious love for my robo girl here, the EV2, and I'm stoked to see exactly where she is at. Now, to do a left-click build for any hero, of course, our main ability that our main stat we're gonna focus on is hero damage. So we want hero damage on every piece. Of course, in Chaos 5 and up, hero health is a really big issue, so I actually didn't go with any hero crit on any of my gear, and I stacked hero health all the way across. Now, depending on where you're at with the assassins, you may or may not want to swap that out for some more hero crit instead of hero health. However, I'm going full on hero health. Now, there's two different weapons that you can really use effectively for this build that I found. One is the McManus projector shot type on a staff canister. Now, you see, I actually have the wrong stats here, but I just haven't found a better one yet. Ideally, I want this McManus projector with hero crit instead of ability power. However, this is the one I've got, so this is the one I'm going with. And another really effective canister you can use is the McDougar's Rapid Shooter on a bow canister. Once again here, I got ability power. Best thing I've come up with. Ideally, I would rather have hero crit damage on it. Now, the thing that makes this build really shine is the charged shot. Now, the charged shot works for the EV2, the Apprentice, or the Huntress, and this is the old Huntress charged primary passive, so gotta love that. Now, let's go ahead and check this bad boy out in action before we get to the Ascension. Just spamming the left click, you know, it's all about that charged shot proccing. So it's going to go higher than others sometimes. You see I've got a 2 million, a 3 million, and a 4 million there. There's a 1 million damage per second. I've seen it go as high as like 6 million DPS with that charged shot really proccing. There it is right there. And then, just for the sake of this experiment, I'm using Poisonous Tips from my pet ability, which of course is available on any earth damage pet. Let's go ahead and check out what we can get to with the tips. So we pop that bad boy, and we're going to see spikes go up pretty high there. Actually didn't see anything super high. There's another 6 million, but Poisonous Tips is gone now. I've seen this go up as high as about 10 million with Poisonous Tips in the mix, which is obviously just ridiculous DPS. Now, of course, with all hero damage abilities, if you've got a monk friend that knows how to time their pets properly, you can see some absolutely insane numbers just with the left click only of the EV2. Let's take a look at that. Let's see, 100 million? Oh my god.
Yes.
I can't even see the numbers, but I did see 100 million at the beginning of that.
I seen that as well, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Just crazy damage there. Now, as most of your hero DPS characters, you get a little quality of life in the Ascension as long as pure power. The very first thing you want to do is you want to max out your hero crit chance. Of course, hero crit is kind of a big deal. So, just like defense crit, you always want to make sure you're at your maximum hero crit chance. Now, although on this hero I never really use any of the abilities, I did throw some points into heat capacity just to get my heat increased up in case I ever decided to. Movement speed is really one of the biggest quality of life ascensions that you can assign, so I always max that out as well. And then I threw the remainder of my ascension points into hero crit. The defense category doesn't matter at all. Eventually I'm probably going to multitask with this guy as a buff beam EV as well. So I threw all my defense points directly into the buff beam damage. And then on the offense category, basically there's only two you're going to be concerned with, hero health and hero damage. Now, since I've got hero health on all my gear, I didn't put any points into hero health, but by all means throw some points into hero health if it makes you live a little bit longer. So I dumped everything straight into hero damage, and that allows me to really bust out the pew pew on this particular hero. Now let's take a look at the rest of the shards that I'm using. Some of them are just quality of life, some of them are optional, use whatever you want. Of course, the charge shot shard is mandatory to get this build to work properly, so I'm using that along with lightning touch. There will be a link in the description below as to where to go and get all these shards, so you can check right there. Now in the headpiece, I'm using Worm Scarf just to give myself a little bit more survivability and electric retribution. You can use whatever you want in these slots. Another mandatory for this build is Power Gambit. Now if you don't have it, of course you don't have to use it. However, it's really going to get your hero damage increased by using Power Gambit here. However, it will make you a little more squishy, so you want to pay attention to your hero health in the process. And to try to negate some of that additional damage I'm going to be taking, I did throw Bulwark on here as well to increase my armor by 40%. Another one that is really, it's not completely mandatory for the build, but it definitely is going to help you spike out your DPS, is the Hero Crit Chance shard, Critical Strike. Get that extra 10%. And Beacon of the Storm, the old Stormglove passives, is very effective as well. However, not mandatory. It's not going to make or break the build if you use it. Now, with any of my heroes in the boots, the number one shard you want to put is that speed boost. It's just the biggest quality of life change you can put into the game, so definitely always use the speed boost shard. And then I use Wave of the Storm as well. You can put whatever you want in those spots. And that is how I built out my EV2 for left click only. And it just dishes out the pain. Burning bosses is not a problem. Burning even the Zapper is not even remotely an issue at all. And you can really just dish it out when using this ability. So that will do it for now. Thank you for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. And we will be back soon with some more DD2. Let me know in the comments below what hero you want to see spotlighted next. Thanks again. We'll see ya.